Today's Legal Line topic is workman's comp and personal injury. Attorneys from the Bryant Law Center to my left, Austin Kennedy, Kevin Shannon, will be answering your questions, which you can submit by calling in at 1-888-208-6946. And we do have a question already. Imagine that. Can I settle my car wreck case even though I'm not finished with my medical treatment?
I'll take that one. The answer is yes, you can, although I would say that that may not be the best idea. Typically, you want to wait till you've finished with your medical treatment and reached maximum medical improvement before you settle your claim. Because if you settle before you complete your medical treatment, you don't really have a clear picture of the value of your claim. And once you've settled, it's over. If it turns out that you're hurt worse than you thought, or that you need more medical treatment than you thought, it would be too late if you've already settled. So the answer is yes, you can, but it's probably not the best idea.
Okay, we have a question from Roger who wants to know, how do I appeal a decision from work comp to deny the surgery my doctor recommended?
Well, the first thing to do would be to ask the doctor to appeal it for you. Typically, they're going to send out a notification saying that you have 14 days to appeal the decision. You need to make sure you get a copy of that letter and that appeal notice to the physician. Ask for that appeal to take place. If you've already obviously hired an attorney in that case, then they can take care of that for you and get that in the works. If your claim's already been filed with the Department of Workers' Claims, it should at least help expedite the process. If you've got the appeal on record, then you can just move for a hearing and ask the judge to deem the medical treatment reasonable and necessary for the cure and relief of your injury, and hopefully get it approved.
Okay, reminder, Austin Kennedy, Kevin Shannon here to answer your questions. They're from the Bryant Law Center in Paducah, 1-888-208-6946. And we have another viewer question who wants to know, what is the deadline for filing after being in an accident?
Boy, that's a very broad question, and I will say it depends on where the accident happened, what kind of accident we're talking about, and whether it's strictly a personal injury accident or whether it might be an automobile accident, a slip and fall, a workers' compensation claim. And so with that in mind, I guess what I would tell you is the only answer that I can really give you is don't wait. If you've been in an accident, consult with a lawyer as soon as you feel like you can after the accident, and they can take into account the specifics and tell you exactly what your deadline would be.
I guess that's one of those things where you really go on a case-by-case basis.
It really does. It matters, again, where the accident happened, because statutes of limitation or deadlines will vary from state to state, and they will also vary depending upon what type of accident occurred, therefore what kind of cause of action you have.
Okay. Penny has an interesting question, and it sounds like Penny gets paid mainly in cash by her employer, so she's asking, can I get reimbursed for lost wages in my car wreck if I am mainly paid in cash? And I guess she's talking about how to prove what her wages would be.
Yeah, you can. It's going to be important to be able to get some assistance, if possible, from the employer. They could fill out a wage and verification form. Also, I mean, there's nothing that requires you to get paid by check or by direct deposit. You can get paid by cash. You're supposed to pay your taxes. You should get a 1099 from your employer at the end of the year, even if you're paid in cash. And even if you're, getting paid under the table, you can still make the claim. Kind of like with the answer to the first question, it may not be the greatest idea. You might not want to do it. There may be some other considerations there. But that's where you need to talk with your lawyer about it. But the answer is yes, you could.